Bussdown breakdown.
Same one. We still same one.
We
Still busting down.
We're
gonna be busting down at my funeral.
Hello.
Do you want to win any of these items on your screen? If so, be sure to watch the whole video, leave a like, and comment the hidden message. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. It looks like Blueface is at it again, everyone. He's released a song and music video called Bussdown. But he's not alone in this track, as he has Offset 2 in it. So let me break down all the hidden meanings in the music video. So trust me, you don't want to miss this. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 8, the promotion.
In the room, and you're included in all of that.
I feel crazy. Like last year, I was in the stands, so it's like I'm in the game now.
The music video for Bussdown starts off in a rather unique way, mainly with Blueface working as a janitor in a place and then being told by his two bosses that he's getting a promotion to a bus driver.
I'm going to promote you to bus driver. Ooh.
Now, while you might think this is a pretty straightforward way of starting things off, especially when you consider the other true meaning of the song and all that plays into that, it's actually a bit of a jab at the way certain businesses work. After all, Blueface is African-American, and the two guys who promoted them were white. And if you notice, one of them kind of resembled the current president of the United States, Donald Trump. Not fully, but you can see what they were going for here. What's more, when he got promoted, they asked him in a certain way to make sure if he understood what was happening, which is sad because that honestly still happens in the world today, despite equality being proven and shown all over the world. They even tried to bridge the culture gap with a fist bump, which obviously Blueface rejects. This subtle, or not so subtle depending on how you look at things, jab is meant to show off how sometimes America is still very backwards when it comes to race relations. Racism still happens, and there's still a lot of stereotypes out there in the world when it comes to people of certain races. So while you might just think, well, bus driver's better than janitor in terms of a job, it's how and why you get the promotion that also matters. The ironic thing here, though, is that Blueface isn't one to get political too much. Rather, he's often about himself, which he does get into the song eventually, trust me. So to have this rather political scene at the very beginning of the music video is actually kind of interesting, even if it doesn't last. Number 7, from buses to Bussdown.
Watching you enjoy your success.
Oh, that's lit. Yeah, I enjoy it all day. All day.
For those of you who don't know what a Bussdown is, it's basically a luxury watch. More specifically, it's a very expensive, luxurious watch. And so when Blueface and Migos go to the chorus and sing, "Used to ride the bus down, now I wear a bus down," they're noting when it came to their lives and what they did with them. There was a time when all they could afford was a bus ticket, and now they can afford a very expensive watch and potentially drive whatever they want. That's something that often gets lost in these stories about rappers. Many of them truly come from nothing in order to get to the heights of where they are now. For example, Offset wasn't born to rap, he had to earn it. He and his family members, literal family members by the way, Takeoff and Quavo, had to come together and make a name for themselves, even going by something different than Migos at first, and then start to try and make music that would attract people. It took them a while to get their fame, and now Migos is one of the biggest rap names around. And Offset personally has been in the news all over the place, for good reasons and in bad, including his marriage to Cardi B, and his budding solo career so far. As for Blueface, he's actually had a potential as a football player based on his skills in high school in California during his youth.
Hey, don't say football.
Right.
What you trying to say, man? You get red. You play quarterback, right?
What you play?
Did you play quarterback?
Yep.
But he didn't want to go for that dream. Instead, he wanted to go and make rap music. And when 2018 came around, he decided to try and pursue that dream in a big way. It took him much of 2018 to gain the fame that he needed, and that actually came via accident in a way of one of his videos, of which was posted on Twitter. For it became an internet meme. And now Blueface is working hard to keep his fame going so he can keep on buying nice watches like the ones he has. So in many ways, Bussdown is about a life promotion, going from not knowing what to do with your next day to picturing how you can make your career life even bigger. And both Blueface and Offset are most definitely concerned about living their lives to the biggest and to the most outrageous levels they possibly can. Still within all of their bravado, they still remember where they came from, and this song proves it. Number 6, the power of money.
I seen somebody on Instagram posted you was showing some of your jewelry and stuff off. I say, man, I got a little more work to do.
Oh, yeah.
As noted before, both Offset and Blueface are both guys who have worked their way up in the rap world through various paths, and as a result, they have a lot of money to now spend on things that they've want or liked. Granted, Offset is worth much more than Blueface, by a scale of millions, obviously, but that's honestly not the point here. The point here is that they both have money, and they both like to have that money. And for Blueface, he loves to sing about that money. I used to roll in the metro, rolly bus down like the metro, bus down. $1 million cars out the metro. I used to stomp off the let go. Now I go to shop just to let go. I ain't never had a school award, never. Spent $50,000 on a watch, and it came with an appraisal. You're no doubt thinking, why does his verse matter? Well, it's simple. The verse speaks to the nature of what money can do to people and how it can help them be something that they weren't before. Like Blueface sings, he used to ride in a metro bus. Now he's riding around in $1 million cars. He used to have to buy things that were cheap just to get by, and now he can just go and buy just about anything he wants, or just go and blow off some steam. And while he's never been the best student, and thus didn't really get any awards, he now has the ability to award himself with a brand new watch, one that is so expensive and legitimate that it came with an appraisal to show off its true worth. While money may be the root of all evil in many ways, and there's no one here denying that, there's a flip side to it. With money, we're able to do more, and even if it's just being able to do something incrementally more, going from a used car to a brand new car or being able to afford better living conditions, money does have power, and a part of that power can be made to make lives better if it's done right. And for all their faults, both Blueface and Offset have many. The money that these rappers have gotten have made their lives better in some ways, and that's why Blueface is singing about it right here. Number 5. Aliens. Another thing we noted before is that Bussdown has some really weird elements to it in terms of what is shown in the music video. The biggest thing that sticks out in this video is that Blueface and Offset apparently thought it would be cool to have the bus that Blueface is driving in get attacked by aliens, complete with a flying saucer and the typical form of an alien being shown in the music video at certain points. It was even breaking news in certain parts of the music video. But why aliens? Well, it's really hard to decipher, to be honest, because aliens are honestly a big part of the world's culture, regardless of whether you believe in them or not. For even before Roswell, Mexico, there have been sightings of aliens all over the world, and to this day, there are many who believe in aliens, but don't have proof that they exist outside of the sightings. Of course, there are also many who believe that the aliens not only exist, but that the government is keeping them in places like Area 51, for various purposes that I'm sure you can imagine. The point is, aliens are everywhere in our society, so why not in a rap video? It's more than likely that Blueface just wanted something funny or unique in this video, and aliens fit the bill because they were going to do 3D models in a 3D world and things like that. Or maybe Blueface felt that they just needed to go all out for the video and make sure that the video stood out, which would make sense given that the rap world is very much a competitive one. Is it weird? Absolutely. Is it dumb? Yeah, pretty much. But does it work? I'll let you be the judge of that. Number 4, GROOVY Baby. Yeah.
Really, we're just trying to ask her to come back.
Exactly. I love my wife, so it's serious, not a game to me.
Couldn't help but write a little something about that one-line Offset's verse in Bussdown, mainly because he made a reference to one of the most cult classic characters in cinema history, Austin Powers. Look at how I drip. Austin Powers. Groovy. Look it. Austin Powers was a movie character made to be a parody of James Bond, and he too is a secret agent, but one more in tune with the 60s and 70s lifestyle that people had back then. He was a goof at times and sometimes a dunce, but he was actually a good spy. But most importantly, he knew how to dress and impress the ladies. He was a true ladies' man in every way, and Offset is paying credit to that. Likely Offset is referencing in how many ways he's like Austin Powers. He has the fame, the looks, the money, and the lifestyle, minus being a spy, most importantly, the history with the ladies, including landing one of the biggest ladies in rap right now, as his wife is Cardi B. Now the funny part here is that Offset also has one of Austin Powers' downfalls, for in 3 movies he's been shown to be a little too party happy at times, and that has gotten him in trouble with many of his loves, and that has happened to Offset multiple times, which is why he has many ex-wives and children, and that attitude almost lost him Cardi B as well. Number 3, the need for a hit.
But I was doing auto-tune, fast rapping, slow rapping, sideways rapping, upside down rapping.
I love upside down.
Yeah.
As many have noted about this song since its release, it's clear that Blueface wants Bussdown to be a hit. And while that may be the goal obviously for most singers in regards to their songs, Blueface is a bit different, because while he's signed with Cash Money Records, he hasn't really been big since Tatiana came and hit the top 10 in the music charts earlier this year. So many see this as a way of him trying to get back onto people's minds, which is partly why he hooked up with Offset for the track, because collaborations definitely bring in more views as multiple fan bases want to listen in to support the rapper they like. And to be fair, it's not to say that Blueface is in trouble again in regards to his career. He just signed a record deal with Cash Money Records, but it does show off the fact that there are many times when an artist needs to push themselves in order to stay relevant in an ever-changing market, and it's definitely not pretty at times, and sometimes they have to get through failures before they can have successes, and based on what we're seeing with Bussdown so far, it looks like it'll be a success. The music video has over 4 million views at the time of this recording, and that'll build over time. If this appeal moves to the Billboard Top 100, then Blueface will get what he wants. Number 2, Crime Time.
3 charges against Offset, according to the Clayton County District Attorney's Office.
One of the more poignant and on-the-nose elements of the music video for Bussdown is the sequence in which Offset is on his ride, finding himself being chased by the police. Now in the lyrics, he's basically saying that if he was being chased by the cops, he'd pull some fast moves in order to stay away from them. But in truth, he knows better. Offset has had a long history with the police, to the extent that he's actually in serious trouble right now with the law. He's in danger of being put in jail for well over a decade because of his past arrests. So while he may be talking tough in the music video, it's also fair to say that in real life, he wouldn't go and do such a thing. He wouldn't dare to do that because he doesn't want to risk getting into even more trouble. Number 1, 3D World. Another, Unique way that this music video stands out is how Blueface and Offset bring in the 3D effects, the bus driving sequences to make the video stand out even more. This is very much you'll either like it or you won't kind of thing, mainly because it compares to movies and certain television shows that have the budget. The 3D models in this video are kind of bad and kind of basic. Usually this wouldn't matter, but when you're seeing Offset awkwardly sit on a fake Jeep and fake 3D bus driving through a fake 3D landscape full of aliens no less, it's a bit, you know, out there. And yeah, with these guys, the truth is definitely out there. But why the 3D world? What does it really add to the proceedings? Honestly, not really much. But then again, if you really think about music videos in general, many artists, regardless of the genre, will go all out for things that only add certain levels of interest to the video in the first place. For Blueface, it's possible that he wanted to do 3D models and worlds for Bussdown to show how different he is from the rest of the pack, as rappers rarely use 3D models and worlds in their music videos. It's also possible that he wanted to just have fun and to show off the money that he has, that he can afford to do 3D models in his music video. It's honestly hard to say, but whether you like the look of it or not, it does feel unique, especially in some of the more crazy elements. And as a wise man once said, to each their own. So what did you think of our breakdown of Bussdown by Blueface and Offset? Which parts of the music video or song did you like the best? Do you like the song even better because of the breakdown? Or do you think that we might have missed something, an important message in between? Let us know in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe and I'll see you next time on King Trending. A simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's really your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. Go for it.